So starting the test drive in this LT Trail Boss Silverado. With this being a Trail Boss, you do get that 2-inch lift, which is pretty cool. It's fun to have. And I like that it doesn't necessarily drive like you have a lift on a pickup. But the 2.7 Turbomax, it gets up. It's not a V8, but I like it. Now the sound you get from the Turbomax powertrain just puts a smile on my face. You just feel like you're driving a Duramax or something like that. Very quick to get up to speed. Just great blow off valve sound. It just sounds super tough. I'm gonna give it a little pull here. Not gonna thrash it, but I'm gonna give it something. Here we go. And I mean, just a quick truck. And that's just in the normal mode. You put it in a sport and it goes crazy. It really does. But ride quality is pretty good on these 20s, I will say that. Rides very nicely. And it's a pretty smooth ride, I think. It's a full-size pickup truck. You have 20-inch wheels, but still pretty impressed. And when you just barely put your foot on the pedal, you just hear a whistle, and it's fun to drive this thing, it really is. Now, road noise, you can just hear the tires hitting the pavement just a tad. With this being an off-road oriented truck, I wouldn't expect anything less. Probably wouldn't want anything less, honestly. Just a nice rugged sound. Now the acoustics within the cabin are pretty good, just with how the insulation's set up and all that. But it's a pretty easy truck to drive, even though it's a full-size crew cab. And GM has come a long way, and most manufacturers have, with just making these ride very nicely while still being just as capable as the older pickup trucks. Now you do have auto stop here, so when you put your foot to the brake, it just cut it off there. Now for a little over $60,000, this truck isn't cheap, but the Turbomax setup, I've grown to love over the years. Now it's not necessarily the V8 with the 10-speed automatic, but I like this one just as much for the money. And I think it's all based on opinion. A lot of people are like, yeah, I just don't want a 4-cylinder pickup truck. That's not right, blah, blah, blah. But this it can tow 9,000 pounds. And you get a more efficient truck when you're driving the other 90-95% of the time going to and from work, as opposed to having that bigger V8 that gets 14 miles per gallon. And the Turbomax, it's no slouch. It's quick. It can haul, it can tow. And here at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty on the engine, the transmission, and the drive axle. So I mean, if the engine's that terrible, why would they put a lifetime powertrain warranty on it? These things they hold up. And if they don't, heck, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty at Chevrolet Buick GMC Murfreesboro. So I want to give them one more thank you as well. And then if you're looking to find something closer to home and you don't want that lifetime warranty, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your info, and I'll make sure local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these Silverados or any new vehicle you might be interested in. But this truck here, love the hood scoop. It's a bit intrusive, but it's near the middle, so I can still see out the left side here. Makes the visibility still relatively good. But I mean, this thing, it's just a tough truck, and that's why the LT Trail Boss is my second favorite trim. Probably right behind the High Country, because this is just, it's a solid trim level, I think. I think GM did a good job coming up with this. You get something that's rugged, something that's still pretty nice on the inside, even without the upgraded leather package. And on the outside, just as opposed to the regular Trail Boss with the halogens, having those updated headlights and tail lights make this look that much better. And again, the Turbomax is a nice engine. For this money, you might be thinking I might as well get a V8 if I'm paying over 60 grand for a truck. But again, the Turbomax is solid, more fuel efficient, and I like it better. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT Trail Boss.